September, he is celebrating his 25th anniversary. He was my idol growing up. I would love to be in the ring with Naomichi Marufuji. The ball is in Noah's court. Marufuji-san. So coming out to Marufuji's music was so cool. I was excited. I want Marufuji to win. Go on.
Marufuji 選手を知ったきっかけは何ですか?
So in England we had the wrestling channel in the UK, and sometimes you would get Yushin van der Liger commercial, and me and my friends was able to find Noah Gate of Destiny 2005, first ever Japanese pro wrestling I ever watched, Pro Wrestling Noah. As a kid, sugoi, incredible. I find Kenta versus Marufuji, and just blown away. Incredible pro wrestling, and I just fascinated by Marufuji-san. Marufuji matches, I think fascinated is the biggest word, just because I never seen anyone. The way Marufuji would just change direction, run, if maybe he'd throw clothesline, Kenta would boot, he'd spin around, hit like hook kick. I can't believe. He was most fascinating pro wrestler for my childhood ever. I don't know if you ever remember when you was like a kid, when you'd see something, you would just stop, maybe you play with toys or whatever, you'd stop and you just watch. Like, that's how I felt when I watched Marufuji, eh?
ちなみにその試合は今まではしたことありますか、丸藤選手?
Not to wrestle against him. I've been on the same team as him once, so coming out to Marufuji's music was so cool. Like, as a kid, I still remember we did a New Japan Taiwan show, and I was teaming up with Yano-san, Marufuji-san in 6-man tag, so I got to watch Marufuji strategize and how his brain works, so that was cool. That was real cool, but never opposite, never. In 2016, we were doing a New Japan Destruction tour, and I went drinking with Marufuji-san. At the time, I don't drink, but because Marufuji was like my hero, I just wanted to impress him. And I don't remember this night. I have no remember. Yeah, but I know I got a photo with Marufuji-san. Really happy.
対戦が決定いたしました。どんなことを感じました?
And I was like, just excited, you know what I mean? Because for me, like, just growing up, admiring his technique, his work, his durability as well. Like, he has been consistent throughout all of his years in pro wrestling. It's a level of excitement, but also nervous, because this is honestly my hero, hey? So I don't want to let him down. I don't want to let any pro wrestling fans that are excited down. So this is maybe my ultimate test. I think this match is important because I think it teaches this generation to aim high with pro wrestling. Like, I think what everyone needs to understand with Japanese pro wrestling, it's very rare to have any type of crossover. New Japan does New Japan, Noah does Noah. We hardly ever get crossover. So when I first came in with New Japan, I honestly thought I would never ever wrestle Marufuji. And I have dreamt of this match for years upon years upon years. And it's finally happening. And right now, I think I am the best pro wrestler in the world right now. Like he's just, I can't imagine anyone growing up admiring their hero and then getting to meet them. They're super nice, they're super friendly. As a kid growing up, if you tell me as a kid, oh, Marufuji, like good friend, I probably don't believe. So have Marufuji as like a good friend, that's so cool to me.
丸藤選手ベストバウトを
So my favorite Marufuji match was the one against Okada at King of Pro Wrestling, Ryogoku. And it's just because usually we would all sit backstage and watch through a monitor. But for me, this is the first time I ever watched Marufuji live. Yeah, I was in like a 6-man tag, like maybe match 1. And then afterwards I just showered, got changed and just waited, you know, like, oh, go, then main event. Then I just took a chair from backstage and I went out to Ryogoku and It's strange now because I can remember, as I'm telling you, I can remember sitting there and watching the match and just my heart listening to the Japanese fans started racing. So I think subconsciously that match was the reason why I wanted to dedicate my life to Japanese wrestling. I think subconsciously I saw that match and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to have that type of impact on Japanese wrestling fans and to the pro wrestlers as well, because we all watched that match and it was an incredible bout. So I watched that and I feel inspired by watching that match. At the time, I was in chaos. Okada, you know, senpai, but I seriously, small, I want Marufuji to win.
丸藤選手の技とムーブでいうと何が一番好きかっていうのをちょっと聞いてください。
My favorite technique, it has to be the hook kick. The hook kick is just such an incredible move to take your opponent completely out of the game, because he's looking this way. He's not expecting the kick to come round here. It's the best strike that you can do just to take your opponent out of the game. Of course as soon as I saw the Marufuji moves, of course I wanted to steal them. So, like, yeah, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. Because the technique works, the technique is flawless. And Marufuji, I think, has created, maybe, I don't know, about 70% of my offense. So, I mean, hey, this could be even more embarrassing. If I beat Marufuji with his own moves, then that's maybe too much embarrassing.
試合をする意気込み、そして何を感じたいか。
I want everybody who has ever watched a Will Ospreay match or has ever wanted to be inspired to be a professional wrestler to watch this match, because Marufuji is the reason why I am a pro wrestler. To any fan that's ever watched a Will Ospreay match and been mesmerized and been inspired by it, it's all because of Marufuji. This match is everything to me. This is a dream come true. Marufuji inspires me just because his longevity, and he's always been consistent. There hasn't been a time where he's slowed down. He's always been at a super high level. And I take so much inspiration from that. Like, that's what I want to be. That's who I want to be. I want to show that. I don't want to take it around the world.
ご自身プロレスか何を伝えていきたいか。
To never give up. I came from like a small part of England called Essex. I always wanted to be a pro wrestler. I don't know how. I don't know how I got here today. But all I did was just work hard and have little goals and little dreams. And one by one, I've achieved all those goals. And now there's only my dreams left, and I'm about to tick off a dream match. So my message is just to never give up. If this is something that you really want to do, even if it's not pro wrestling, if there is something in life that you really, really want to do, just go for it. If it's your love, if it's what your heart is, just go. What's the worst that can happen? 9 times out of 10, we fail at things that we don't want to do. So we might as well try something that we want to do. And I always wanted to be a pro wrestler and wrestle Marufuji. Here I am. Happy anniversary, and thank you for everything that you've done in pro wrestling. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Thank you so much for the motivation in me being a professional wrestler. What you have done is gone above and beyond the line of duty that pro wrestlers need to do. However, when the bell rings, respect is out the window, and I want the very best Marufuji, because you are in the ring with the best wrestler in the world today. And I believe I wouldn't be the best if it wasn't for you. So please, I would like the best Marufuji in September in Korakuen Hall. Arigatou gozaimashita.